on, everybody? It's your boy Soulfly Trades here, and today is a crazy day. Now, I will be including some live footage here. It's my first time back recording in a minute, so the videos don't have any sound. I apologize beforehand. The videos do not have any kind of sound. Um, it was apparently connected to my gaming headset, which I wasn't using, so you get no sound. But you'll see when I basically enter positions and exit the positions. Um, Basically, long story short, I lost $567 today of my own money. But I also made $1,675 on my 100K challenge account. So today was about 50-50, if I will say, but I will say this on my cash account, we just been okay in the stock market. If any of you, obviously you trade or want to learn how to trade. So lately the market has just been very bullish on our weekly time frames, our daily time frames, just super bullish all the way around. And long story short, we had this area of resistance turn support. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't want to go short, even though I love shorts. I make the most money from shorts simply because the market has just been strong overall. And I remember, what was it sometime earlier this week where it looked like we would break down, but we would just get bought right back up. So I didn't know if that same kind of behavior would continue today. But obviously, I should have known since we were just made new all-time highs again on SPY, people are going to take profit. It's called supply and demand. I should have known that. But there's been days this week where people didn't take profit at highs. It just kept going and going and going. So I didn't know if we was going to have that same kind of behavior today, honestly. So honestly, the trades that I looked to take was valid, except when I started breaking down psychologically a little bit. This first trade here was valid. It didn't get all the way to my key level, which I should have been more patient for it to do. But sometimes we don't get all the way to the level. As you guys know, we might be a couple cents above. It was only like 19 cents above my entry. So I felt that it was good to enter, especially because I waited after these two candles, bought in on this candle right here. We flushed. My stop was under this level. Just got, just got stopped out, but it's cool because it was a valid play. Like, the market's bullish. I went long at a key area of support, a key area of previous resistance turn support. That's important. So I seen all that. So the play was valid. Like the plays, as you guys will see, the plays looked like they were going to work out, but it just didn't. And we cannot help that. I was explaining that same thing in the live trading videos, but yeah, I have no sound. So I'm just recapping it right here, basically. Um, and then I took another trade in this area. Simply, let's look at SPX. Simply because even though this is when I knew my psychology started to break down slightly. Because I like everything to align. Long story short, this first contract, I forgot to add this in here. I accidentally got in too heavy. I used hotkeys and I accidentally had three contracts instead of buying one. Three is my max position, which I'm not really hitting right now. I've been making all my money just off one or two contracts. So in my opinion, I was over leveraged here, but we are bullish in overall market. So I said, you know what, this play has a chance to play out, yada, 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 but it didn't. My advice to you, sometimes it's a very hard discretionary choice. But my advice to you, if you're over leveraged on accident, just get out the position instantly. Take that small loss, reset, reposition yourself. If you're still at that key area of support resistance where you could take the trade, you can always get back in at the right amount of risk that you can afford to take, you know. So I'm glad you guys can see that from my trades, don't do the same mistakes that I made, but I could tell overall I've gotten way better simply because losing $567 of my own money, I'd be mad. I used to be angry. Like I wouldn't want to talk to anybody, like type of deal. That's how I would get, like I'm isolate myself, everything. But it's not like that anymore. And I could just tell the growth is there. I've been doing good for a week and a half. This is my first big red day because I've lost more than what I wanted to lose. But I've also learned a lot that, we start breaking down, just go with the intraday daily trend. I had a bias. That's where I messed up. I had a bias. I was only looking to take longs. That's where I messed up. I came in the day like, all right, forget shorts. I'm not taking any shorts. I only want to take longs simply because the buyers are very strong in this market right now. And although we're pulling back, we're still bullish on our like weekly trends and daily trends overall. Just the intraday trend, we were bearish. And I failed to grasp that on my cash account, which allowed me to take so many L's. Long story short, we came down. I took an L in this area because this area on SPX, this 5164, basically this opening print area type deal. So I seen us holding that slightly, and I seen buyers come in. I bought in this candlestick right here, which would be this candlestick right here, which I'm not even at one of my levels on SPY. So it's like, why did I do that? Like, why did I do that? Really, why did I do that? And it's because I thought buyers were gonna come in super duper heavy, super duper strong, and and buy the market back up. It just didn't play out like that. And guess what? I am completely fine with that, fellas. I am completely fine with that. But long story short, let's look at QQQ. Wait, no, I'm not done explaining spot. So I took another trade off of this level. Mind you, my max trades is like 3, 4 trades a day. I'm taking L's on all of them. At this point in time, I'm already taken 2 trades. My third trade is right here. Kind of we just teetering. Broke below I know in this area I took 2 trades. So I think it broke, yeah, it broke below this low right here. I got out. Then it reclaimed, so I got right back in. It was just ridiculous. I already taken 1, 2, 3, 4 trades, all L's right here. Then I took another trade in this because we just kept reclaiming this 514. This is what I mean. My psychology was breaking down. Like, you know, market is clearly breaking down, and I'm trying to force longs. Like it just doesn't make sense. But we live and we learn. Losses, you can only win from your losses. I mean, you can only learn from your losses. So I'm being a degenerate. Long story short, taking trades right here when I should be taking shorts because we're clearly rejecting prior day's close, clearly rejecting EMAs to the downside. So why am I trying to go long when the market is telling me to go short? This is what I mean. So I'm just glad I can learn from this experience. Like I'm really like next week, forget that noise. I ain't trying to make nothing back. I'm trading my normal size. You feel me? I'm not trying to make jack squat back. You feel me? I'm gonna let the money come to me. Um, but yeah, long story short, I think I took like 5 trades on SPY alone, and I took some trades on like QQQ. So this point, I'm already like over my trading limit. I'm over trading like a mug today. You feel me? And same thing with QQQ here. I took entries on QQQ at this 446. It obviously broke down here. I won't have any videos on QQQ simply because I trade that on my MacBook while I trade SPY and watch SPX on my gaming laptop, which I'm recording off of right now. Just so I can look at both markets at the same time. It's very helpful, at least for me in my trading. But yeah, I was being a degenerate. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of being a degenerate. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me go with this trend. Why am I trying to deny this trend that is so clear 3 hours into market? So what I did was I went on my Apex account. Give me 1 second. Once we broke this level slightly, I got in right here. I got in right here. Since I have more leverage on here, I went in 8 contracts deep on this mug. I was already down like $460 on here because I kind of try to take longs. Because if I'm usually going in the same direction on my Apex and my cash account, but today I made sure not to make that mistake. I was like, no. I keep taking these L. Let me not try to get these longs. So long story short, once we broke below this support area the support area that I have here, it was demand turned to support. I full ported 8 contracts right here because the trend, obviously, I'm taking L's all day from going long. So obviously the trend is short. So I'm like, all right, well, I feel really confident to full port this. And that's what I did. Full ported it, tight stop right above this. So even if I was to take that and I was moving my stop in profit. So even once it broke down like to this middle way right here, I was in profits. Stop was in profits. So even if it was to pull against me, I'd still be walking out with something. Like Denzel Washington said, I'm from round the way. I'm leaving here with something. You feel me? But long story short, price target was down here. It was a beautiful play. They played out. I made around like 2,000 something, but since I told you guys I lost 400 something dollars, it came to 1675. Uh Trying to figure out how close I am to passing this challenge. 6,000. I'm just doing some math really quick. I need 1,767 more dollars to pass this 100K challenge. That's easy bread. I'm gonna get that next week. I can promise you that. But long story short, don't be a degenerate like me. You know, like I want you guys to learn from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here, so you guys can learn from my mistakes. But other than that, it wasn't a beautiful day, but it was like an okay day. I learned and I made some kind of money. Although I lost money on my cash account that I can pull out immediately, I still made money on my $100,000 account. So today wasn't like a complete loss, if you know what I mean. But I'm definitely gonna finish journaling. I definitely need to finish journaling today because today was crazy, and I don't want to make that same mistake again. I really don't. And I'm one of those kind of people. I learn from my mistakes. Trust me, I learn from my mistakes. You know, but yeah. Other than that, I really appreciate you guys for tuning into this video. This is a value pack video, very transparent, very straightforward with you guys. Like I always say, trade smart, trade safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.